A GSA is a gay-straight alliance. It is an alliance between people who are LGBTQ or, straight, and it's a place for students to go to feel safe and to feel supported, or people who just want to know more about LGBTQ people and to get information about them and just learn and what it's like to be this kind of person.
Because I'm just so surprised how much fear and prejudice exists, and I don't see a good reason for it.
Logan and Sala and Jason and I, we put a lot of work into it. We met up at least 3 times a week just planning about what we were going to do.
It's been an amazing idea that something as diverse as having a GSA in St. George is possible. At first I thought it would be one of those things that we could dream of but would never actually happen. And
the vice principal called me and he said, "Jason, I just want to talk to you about your charter for the GSA." I'm like, okay, and I was getting ready to whip out my know your rights card because I was getting ready for a fight.
People surprised us. We were surprised that there was an underground support for this new movement, I guess, the new civil rights movement, that people are breaking away from their opposition to gay rights, and it was really awesome experience just to go get people's opinions.
I met Logan Hunt, who was at that time the editor of the newspaper, and just one day he wandered up to me and said, "Hey, sign this." And of course I was a little confused at first because it's a random piece of paper that someone's having me sign. But then he told me that it was for the GSA and that it was for love and acceptance, which of course it's one of the things that defines me.
And he said, "Well, just let you know it's been approved." And I'm like, "Okay, stop right there. Now repeat what you said." He said, "Your club has been approved." And I kind of was like, wow. It was the biggest moment of my life. I called my mom. I was like, "Mom, guess what happened?" And she was like, "What, Jason?" I was like, "The GSA has been approved." And she started crying, and I started crying, and everybody just started crying and celebrating and hugging each other, and just finally we have this in our school, and just finally the fight is over. And it's just such a big relief. And after that, just everything just started going into full gear, planning everything, trying to get as many members as possible, finding anybody who would support this club.
Delsey's been one of my teachers since I've come to high school in debate, and I've known she would be a great supporter, and that's why I wanted her to be involved in our GSA, just because I've known her, and I love how she is, how she's for people, she's for her students, she's for just civil rights, and that's why we chose her.
I just keep thinking, we can, with all the prejudice and crossing the color line in the 30s, and then this is just, it's so necessary for us to all become better human beings.